If you're looking for an adrenaline-fueled rush as you hurtle through gorgeous scenery, pulling off death-defying jumps and ludicrously OTT tricks, then look no further than Quad Bike Racer Pure, which I'm playing here on the 360 and which is also available on the PS3 and PC. As you throw your ATV around the various tracks, racing to beat your opponents, your constant goal is to get air and pull off tricks. This will earn you juice, which allows you to boost your speed, which you will need to win races or get even more air. You initially have access to only the easiest tricks using the A button and the left thumbstick, but as you fill up your boost bar, you can open up intermediate and advanced ones too on the B and Y buttons, all of which can be modified by applying the bumpers. This is not a sim, and the high-end tricks are beautiful, fantastical and insane to watch. There are 3 event types, race, sprint and freestyle, with each biased differently towards racing or tricks to give you a nice variety of gameplay. The freestyle trick-based event isn't actually a race against the other players on the track, but against your own fuel tank as you aim to score as many points as possible, nailing fancy tricks and grabbing arcadey pickups for extra fuel or points. The boost bar gives a nice decision-making element to your gameplay. In the freestyle event, boosting will help you get more air, but will also drain your fuel quicker, and in all events you'll need to choose between saving to access the top-end tricks or using that juice. In terms of difficulty, the ATVs handle well and controls are pretty intuitive, so getting stuck in is pleasurable and pretty easy. That said, jostling for track space with 15 aggressive AI riders, landing difficult tricks and pulling off combos are all hard, and so there's a nice amount of challenge here too. You're also encouraged to vary your moves as you score less points and boost for tricks when they become stale. If you do crash, you'll return to the track very quickly, so your feeling of momentum isn't lost. The graphics are gorgeous with amazing environments to drive through which are both beautiful looking with loads of detail and well crafted for exciting racing with some spectacular jumps over huge drops to certain death. Although the tracks do have edges, there are lots of alternate routes through, so it feels pretty open world. Now Pure doesn't offer you a mini-map, which was initially a little odd, but it actually immerses you in the race a lot more and keeps you watching the actual track in front of you without this crutch. There are only 7 races to play as, and they are all pretty throwaway in terms of character, but the depth of the ATV customization should make up for that. For the tinkerers amongst you, you can basically put together your own vehicle part by part. For the rest of us, thankfully, there are also quick build buttons which will let the computer decide an optimum spec for either racing or freestyle. The World Tour mode, which is the core of this title, takes you through 10 different stages with 50 events in total. Arguably that's a little short, and beyond a single event mode and a trials mode which gives you a clear track for practicing and working on times, there's not much else offline. Again, there are some obvious omissions from the online game as there are no championships or leaderboards. But as well as the race, sprint and freestyle modes, there's an additional online-only mode, Freeride, which is nice. All in all, this is a great outing which blends racing and stunts very well. It's a technically solid and graphically accomplished game with great controls, fluid and addictive gameplay and lots of excitement. This comes in at the top end of 4 stars and is definitely recommended.